All right, guys, now let's talk about why should I care about chemicals, right? They've been around. I've been putting them around my body for however many years. I don't necessarily know that I've had any ill effects, right? The problem is that you likely have experienced some form of effect from chemical or toxin exposure, and you just don't know it because the symptoms are so vague. And a lot of times our primary care provider or even just ourselves will chalk it up to, I have anemia. That's why I'm tired. I have depression. That's why I feel this way. Those things are not normal body functions. I know that, we're destigmatizing mental health, and I am here for it. Trust me. I have a whole acronym of mental health diagnoses, and I'm here for it. Let's destigmatize it. But that doesn't mean that there's not something that we can do about it, and something naturally that we can do about it. And so why should you care? Because they're hormone disruptors. And what that means is that the products and the toxins in most like household cleaners, personal hygiene products, even some foods, they mimic, block, or interfere with the normal function of your hormones. So let's talk about PCOS, infertility, thyroid issues, early puberty in our girls, weight gain, insulin resistance, xenoestrogen. Those are things that cause males to experience feminine side effects. So weight gain in the chest, it's called gynecomastia, giving them feminine looking breasts. Then depression and anxiety. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's likely tied to toxic exposure and your gut. Yes. Could there be an imbalance in your brain chemistry? Absolutely. But what did we say? There are more pathways from where to where, your gut to your brain. So if we correct the gut, there is a very likely chance that we also correct the imbalance in our brain. So we're talking about serotonin, dopamine, all of those things. And then the issue with being constantly inundated with these toxins is that your body is in on state all the time. That means that your liver, kidneys, and your skin are just being overloaded. And after time, your toxic load, that's what we call, your exposure to toxins, builds because your body just cannot keep up with detoxifying. And this can lead to fatigue, skin issues, brain fog, all the things. So if you're experiencing any of those things, really take a really deep dive, a good look at the toxins in your home, in your foods, and in your medications. If you're taking over-the-counter medications, look at those additives, things like that. And then the other thing is that the symptoms are subtle, they're serious because they build quietly over time. And then by the time we get to the point where we have hit chronic disease, now we have to work 10 times as hard to correct it. It's so much easier to prevent. And then again, why do I care? Because there's something you can do about it. There's a lot of things in this life that we have absolutely no control over, right? So why not take back control of something that you can really make a huge impact in your family and your life, right? All right. And then again, I'm just going to recommend the EWG app, the Environmental Wellness Group. It's a great resource to see what's in your products. They give your product a rating. And then they also provide information about what's in the product so you can kind of make an informed decision on whether or not it is worth the risk to use for you. And they also do a lot of really great things for the environment. So I just really love utilizing that. Also, the Think Dirty app is another good resource. And then I just want to touch a little bit because I know that wellness and decreasing your toxic load is big on everybody's radar right now. And the problem with that is that means that big companies are vying for you. Okay. So be very aware of greenwashing. And what greenwashing is companies making some claims or using marketing ploys to get you to believe that the product that they're trying to sell you is clean. A lot of times that is not the case. So you have to be diligent. You have to be your own advocate. You have to be the advocate for your families, for your children, for your pets, whatever it is that you care about, you've got to be the advocate. So that means that you have to research the things in your products. You have to research the things in your food, because you cannot trust marketing. I mean, a lot of people are waking up to this now. But, you know, I grew up in the era where we just ate everything and didn't really care what was in it, you know, Twinkie era, right? And those things could survive a nuclear bomb, so I'm told. That's not a good sign. Like I think about like Velveeta, shelf-stable cheese. There's something wrong with that. Yes, it's delicious. Why is it that delicious? And why does it not go bad sitting on a shelf? But yes, just be really careful of greenwashing. There's a ton of wellness companies out there. If you have questions about ingredients, don't hesitate to reach out again. Plug them into the EWG app, the Think Dirty app. It'll give you really good feedback on the products that you're using or the foods that you're consuming, things like that. Anyways, I have enjoyed sharing this with you guys today. I hope it's been helpful. If there's anything else that you're wanting to see, please let me know. And I look forward to chatting with you guys again.